Glenn Irwin was on pole for the final race of the season in Bennetts British Superbikes, but there was no Jason O'Halloran, who had issues mechanically on his sighting lap, and it was Glenn Irwin who got to turn one out front as well, ahead of Danny Buchan and Peter Hickman. In fourth at this stage was Andy Irwin. Also a really good start from Build-Based Suzuki rider Danny Kent, who's had a tough season, but he was up inside the top 5. Brad Ray starting back in 11th with his #1 plate on his Rich Energy OMG racing machine. The top 4 who had battled for victory earlier in the day started to make their moves as Brad Ray picked off his teammate and then went up towards Danny Kent, and Tommy Bridewell was ever present. The Irwin boys were giving a bit to each other as well into Paddock Hill Bend. There was a moment here for Davey Todd, who ran wide and had to throw it down the road, but he got up onto his feet okay. And it was 3 BMWs in the early stages versus the Honda of Glenn Irwin. Danny Buchan leading on the Cinetic BMW, and then it was a Cinetic BMW 1-2 with Andy Irwin going through on Peter Hickman. But soon Glenn Irwin started to find his speed on the Honda, firstly getting through on Peter Hickman into turn 1 and then going through on his brother in the very same corner with just a few laps remaining. With rain potentially on the way, Glenn Irwin was impatient and was keen to get through on Danny Buchan, and he didn't have to wait long. A mistake from Buchan down into Surtees allowed Glenn Irwin to get through to the front of the race, and also Andy Irwin as well, making it an Irwin Brothers 1-2. Danny Buchan then seemed to run out of grip a bit and wasn't able to contend. It was a win in the end for Glenn Irwin, his second of the weekend, ahead of Andy Irwin, his brother, with Danny Buchan in third. And celebrations afterwards for Bradley Ray. In his final race of the season, he finished back in 6th and then picked up all of the celebrations with a nice burnout on the exit of Graham Hill Bend.